If you've ever stood in the grocery aisle staring at jars of green and black olives, wondering which one you should bring home, you're definitely not alone. These tiny fruits, yes, olives are fruits, have been part of human diets for thousands of years. They show up on pizza, salads, charcuterie boards, and even in cocktails. But what exactly sets green olives apart from black olives? Is it just the color? Or is there something deeper going on? Today, we're going to break down the surprising differences between green olives versus black olives. From how they're grown and harvested, to how they're cured, to what they taste like, and even how they affect your health. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which kind of olive best fits your taste, your cooking style, and maybe even your personality. Let's get into it. Right here, on History of Simple Things. Let's start with the simplest truth. Green olives and black olives come from the same tree. That's right. The color you see in the jar isn't because they're two different species. The difference comes down to ripeness. Green olives are picked before they fully ripen, while the fruit is still firm, bright, and slightly bitter. Black olives are harvested later, once they've ripened on the tree and darkened naturally, or in some cases turn black during processing. We'll talk more about that in a bit. This means that the fundamental difference between green and black olives begins right on the branch. Think of it like comparing green bananas to ripe yellow bananas. They're the same fruit, just at different stages of maturity. Because they're harvested earlier, green olives are firmer. Farmers often pick them by hand to protect the fruit from bruising. They need to be handled carefully because they're destined for brining or stuffing. Black olives, on the other hand, are softer when fully ripe, which makes them easier to damage. They're often harvested using nets or mechanical tools. This softer texture is one of the reasons black olives feel smoother and more buttery when you bite into them. The stage of harvest also affects flavor. Early harvest means green olives hang on to their bold tang and slight bitterness. Late harvest allows black olives to mellow out and develop a more rounded, gentle flavor profile. Here's something a lot of people don't know. Raw olives taste terrible. They're so bitter you probably wouldn't want to eat one right off the tree. That's because they contain oleuropein, a compound that needs to be removed or reduced through a curing process. And this is where the biggest difference between green and black olives really develops. Green olives are usually brined or fermented. They soak in salty water for weeks or even months. This long process draws out bitterness and also develops complex flavors. Brining gives green olives a sharper, more vibrant taste, which is why they're often described as tangy or zesty. Black olives can be cured in several ways. Some are brine-cured, some oil-cured, and some even dry-cured with salt. These methods produce a much milder, smoother flavor compared to green olives. But here's an important detail. Some black olives aren't naturally black. In many canned varieties, the olives are harvested green and then exposed to oxygen during processing to darken the fruit artificially. This method gives them that uniform black color you see in inexpensive canned olives. It's not harmful, it just produces a different type of olive with a softer, milder taste. So what do these differences taste like? Green olives, bold and tangy. Green olives hit you with a bright, sharp flavor right away. They're saltier, firmer, and more intense. If you like assertive flavors, things like pickles, capers, or vinegar, green olives are probably your type. They also have a snappier bite. Picture that satisfying, almost crunchy texture when you bite into a stuffed green olive, whether it's filled with pimento, garlic, cheese, or jalapeno. Black olives, smooth and mellow. Black olives, by contrast, are softer and more buttery. Their flavor is more subtle and earthy. This is why they're the popular choice for pizza toppings and salads. They add depth without overpowering everything else. If you prefer gentler flavors or want something more versatile, black olives tend to be the go-to. Green and black olives each shine in different dishes. Knowing when to use each one can actually elevate your cooking without any extra effort. Best uses for green olives. Mediterranean dishes like tapenades, pasta, and couscous. Cocktails, especially martinis. Charcuterie boards where their strong flavor pairs well with cheese and cured meats. Salads that need a bright, briny kick. Stuffed appetizers. Their tangy taste cuts through rich flavors beautifully. Best uses for black olives. Pizza toppings, where their mild flavor works well with cheese and sauce. Pasta dishes like puttanesca or baked pasta. Sandwiches, especially Mediterranean style. Nachos, tacos, and wraps. Everyday salads. Black olives blend in seamlessly with other ingredients, making them incredibly versatile. Generally, black olives are cheaper and more widely available, especially canned varieties. Green olives often cost more because they require more precise harvesting and longer curing times. High-end green olive varieties like Castelvetrano or Manzanilla can cost significantly more, especially when imported. But don't sleep on high-quality black olives either. Oil-cured Moroccan olives or Kalamata olives offer amazing flavor and are often worth every penny. Green olives and black olives may look simple, but each one has a world of history, culture, and flavor behind it. From ancient groves along the Mediterranean to your kitchen table today, olives have traveled across civilizations, empires, and continents. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.